everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy and for today's video tutorial I'm going to show you how to use your designer series paper to create lots of quick and easy cards. So I've actually chosen the designer series paper Flowers for Every Season. It's a 6x6 designer series paper pack in the annual catalogue, and I've just chosen 5 of the designs. Nice bright fun colours using a lot of the in colours. Now I've gone with those colours that I've got there, and I've got some cardstock in the coordinating colours. And if you didn't know, on the designer series paper they always tell you what the coordinating colours for the designer series paper are, so check those ones out. I'm using a stamp set that is called Ridiculously Awesome. This is in the annual catalogue as well. It's a great sentiment stamp set, really big images, so it's great to use for a quick card. And we're also using the Stitched So Sweetly dies to use for the labels. Let's get started. All the supplies I've used for today's card can be seen on the screen, and you can head over to my blog for more measurements and all the information over there. So I'm using the designer series paper. This is Flowers for Every Season designer series paper. I've taken 5 sheets and I'm just going to cut them down to card bases, so you'll get two cards for every piece of 6x6. So that'll create 10 cards from those 5 pieces of DSP. Just laying them out now. Now I'm bringing in all my coloured cardstock and creating card bases, so cutting the A4 piece in half and then scoring in half again. I'll actually end up with 12 card bases from this. So this is a really simple design, and I'm stepping it up a little bit towards the end, you'll see, just with some different embellishments. So now that I have all my card bases, I'm going to fold and score them. And then I'll line up what colour designer series paper works better with the card base. Now if you're in need of any Stampin' Up supplies and to make these cards or to make any other cards, you can do so in my online store. Use the hostess code for this month and I'll send you out a bundle tutorial. It changes every single month. I also have a handmade card that I send out, and you'll earn yourself some Inky rewards, so a really great feature of shopping through me. Okay, so we've worked out what ones we want here. I'm now going to create little strips to go across those card bases, and these strips measure 3/4 of an inch wide. So once we have them all done, I'm going to arrange different colours. So I'm doing pretty much 2 strips of each colour, and we're just going to coordinate those colours together. To create the sentiments, we're using the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set. I've layered all these out and popped on 2 blocks. This stamp set is really great because it's nice big sentiment stamps. We have the Stitched So Sweetly dies that will coordinate really well with these stamp sets. So what I've done is I've just layered these dies over the top to work out which ones belong to which. And I'm just going to die cut these out with Whisper White cardstock. So I've got 2 each of those labels. So super quick, super easy to put together. Now the way I worked out what ones I'm going to stamp with what colour is I've brought each card down, glued the 2 pieces together, so the designer series paper together, the strip that I've worked out what goes with what, and then we can go from there. So this one here is Just Jade cardstock, and we would be stamping in Just Jade ink, the sentiment. So all I've done is I've quickly gone through, laid all these together, glued them down with liquid adhesive, and then we're going to start with our labels. So we have Poppy Parade here, and I'm using the same coloured inks as we have with the designer series paper and the cardstock, and I've gone from one to the next. It's just so simple to put together. The inks we're using are the 2020 to 2022 ink colours. So we have Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, Magenta Madness and Just Jade. And also using Poppy Parade because that's one of the colours in that designer series paper. So as you can see, I'm just quickly going through, changing each of the sentiments depending on what the card sort of looks like. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And honestly, it would change depending on what your designer series paper was, what stamps that you're using as well. But this is one sketch that you can use for multiple cards, quick and simple, easy cards. So just really quickly, I am using some of the in-color ribbons to create some backdrop with some of the cards, and you'll see these really quickly. I'm also using some rhinestones, so you can dress them up or down as much as you like. It just creates a little bit more interest if you do a few things a little different. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's cards. It was one sketch and I've changed a few up by adding a few little embellishments. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do that as well. Now, I just want to quickly say one thing that you could do instead of using the coloured cardstock is create the card bases in thick whisper white, and it also gives it that little bit of an extra effect. It's cheaper for you as well. Alright, have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.